Hello, I am Veronique LAFON-VINAIS, professor in the Department of Finance and co-director of our new BSc in Sustainable and Green Finance. Welcome. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what our program has to offer to you. Jointly offered by the Business School and the Division of Environment and Sustainability, the program will embrace in its curriculum a wide range of topics spanning multiple disciplines, including climate, ESG, finance and risk management, statistics and programming, big data, operations management, public policy, among others. Professionals knowledgeable in finance, sustainability, climate change, and related technological solutions to lead and integrate environmental, social, and governance strategies into finance and investments are and will be in keen demand. In the 21st century and beyond, sustainability is at the heart of the economy. It encompasses all the aspects of environmental, social, and governance. A growing number of studies and evidence points to the critical need to incorporate corporate governance, ethics and moral issues, environmental and climate change, social and labor issues into every aspect of the economy. Sustainable and green finance is an emerging discipline that aims to increase the level of financial flows from the public, private, and nonprofit sectors to sustainability development priorities at the national and global level. This is a focus not just globally, but also more specifically in Asia, as noted in the Asian Development Bank's recent report on Outlook 2021, Financing a Green and Inclusive Recovery. The collective efforts among nations with clear milestones and targets to address climate change creates tremendous opportunities in new energy technologies, development of financial markets such as carbon pricing and trading to facilitate the replacement of fossil energy, digitization of infrastructure, of transportation to save energy consumption, the market for green and sustainability-linked bond, and other instruments to fund sustainability projects. Climate change presents risks and opportunities which amount to substantial financial impact that need to be addressed by industry leaders and governments. Asia is tremendously exposed to climate change and its impact. The ADB estimates that mitigation and adaptation efforts will require at least $26 trillion of investments. From a global perspective, the United Nations has estimated the investment need to meet the Sustainable Development Goals at $3 to $5 trillion annually. There is a massive investment gap in Asia. All told, if we look at Asia, this amounts to a market of $66 trillion over the next 30 years, just to address climate change mitigation. This is a massive financing requirement, which can only come from a combination of public and private investment. Governments are leading the way with regulatory reform. Let's look at a few examples. The UK government has been very active, requiring companies to disclose their exposure to climate change in alignment with the recommendations of the Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosure. What does it mean? It means annual reports will now need to include this information, not just basic financial statements. Financial institutions like banks and insurance companies now need to disclose and manage the risks related to climate change. The European Union has passed some of the most comprehensive legislation. In particular, for financial institutions, the Sustainable Finance Disclosure Regulation requires financial institutions to report and manage their sustainability footprint. Standards have been agreed for such disclosure with the taxonomy regulation. In Asia, China has been leading the way, with Chinese financial regulators spearheading the development of green finance. Now they are working with EU regulators to adopt common standards. The BSc in Sustainable and Green Finance new program, jointly offered by the Business School and the Division of Environment and Sustainability, is designed to fill a global talent gap in leading environmental finance experts. Our program is taking a multidisciplinary approach. So it is structured to encompass various disciplines, including and not limited to finance, risk management, operations management, data management, and of course, climate and ESG. Let's have a look at how our program is structured. Reflecting the multidisciplinary approach we have not one, but two directors for the program. From the Division of Environment and Sustainability and the Department of Mathematics, Chair Professor Jimmy Fung, a leading mathematician, scientist, and scholar, passionate environment advocate. From the School of Business and Department of Finance, I am a former banker with over 20 years of international and investment banking experience, combined with around 20 years of teaching and academic experience. The program family includes the co-directors, the administrator, and faculty from various disciplines to provide our students with an outstanding experience. To reflect the strong interest of the industry in building the necessary talent in sustainable and green finance, we are honored to have an advisory committee composed of leading external members in addition to our own internal members. The interdisciplinary nature of the program will provide students with a broad-based learning experience that cuts across business as well as environmental science and technology, and provides students with a global outlook on the development of sustainable and green finance. The program intends to nurture students to be effective leaders and managers in ESG, impact investment, financing of sustainable and green projects, development of sustainable and green instruments and products, and other related fields. The graduates of this program will be in great demand, and they will contribute to the development of Hong Kong, the Greater Bay Area, and beyond. On top of university and business foundation courses, students from this program will gain the most updated knowledge in the field from the specialized curriculum, including the following required courses: from business and finance, intermediate investments, derivative securities, Bloomberg Market Concept Certification, fixed income securities, ESG investing, risk management, green finance case analysis, sustainable supply chain management, and managing corporate social responsibility. From environment and sustainability, introduction to sustainability, circular economy and life cycle assessment, sustainable development, green business strategy, environmental sustainability risks and challenges, ESG management and reporting, social sustainability risks and challenging, and governing green finance. We aim to provide our students with a comprehensive experience. In addition to the rigorous curriculum, the program will provide a wide range of experiences to develop leadership and engagement with the industry and our alumni in the field. For example, we have a very extensive exchange program with over 140 exchange partners in over 30 countries. We encourage our students to go on exchange to broaden their horizon. We aim to have both peer and career mentoring program for our students to develop exposure to both the peers and the industry and create an SGFN family. We will help you to identify internships and corporate projects with our industry partners. The industry's network will support us through our alumni network, dialogues with leaders, talk with industry specialists, various workshops and conferences. Why do we believe that this program is needed? Listen to what industry and government experts have to say. From Crédit Agricole CIB, Managing Director, Debt Origination and Advisory for Asia Pacific, Javier Carvalho, is very clear that the industry needs a new generation of young, creative, broad-minded talent, well-versed and proactive on green and sustainable topics. From Citibank, Professor Mayank Kaul is also very, very clear that the industry and the regulators have embarked on a journey of greening the financial system, which requires solid talent. On the buy side, YK Park, head of APAC Responsible Investment and Governance at large asset manager APG, suggests that you join our program to become an industry expert. From the industry of non-financial expert at CLP, Jean Ng also is very convinced that Hong Kong needs to develop a pipeline of talent starting from tertiary education and beyond. Our alumni are already leading experts in the area. For example, Denise Odaro is the head of investor relations at IFC. She's also the chair of the executive committee of Green and Social Bond Principle at ICMA. Janet Wong is the vice president investment stewardship at JP Morgan Asset Management. The government in Hong Kong is firmly committed to developing Hong Kong as a leading green financial center. The Financial Services and Development Council, an organization that brings together industry, government, and academic, has recently published a report on career developments in Hong Kong with a strong emphasis on the talent gap in ESG. The regulators have established a cross-agency steering group in Hong Kong and identified talent as one of the priorities for action. This steering group is composed of all the financial regulators in Hong Kong. At the SFC, Chair Ashley Alder has emphasized the role that Hong Kong has to play regionally and globally in the development of sustainable finance. From his side, Eddie Yu, Chief Executive of the HKMA, showcases the enormous opportunities that will result from the transition to a greener world. Now let's talk about admissions and see how you can become our talent. Basically, there are two ways that you can join the program. Just like other programs at HKUST, you can join us directly through the program-based admission upon high school graduation, or if you prefer, after 1 year at HKUST through our major selection exercise. For direct admission, you can join us upon high school graduation either from the JUPAS and HKDSE or from other international qualifications. As you can see here, for the JUPAS, we follow a 4-3-3-2-3-3 pattern. And there is a 2 weighing on English and mathematics, and for chemistry, economics, physics, M1 and M2, a factor of 1.5. Regardless of which path you choose to join our program, an interview will be required. Thank you for watching our video, and I look forward to seeing you on campus at HKUST.